A general explanation of the Buddha speaks of Amitabha Sutra, with commentary by the Venerable Master Hua. Verse for opening a sutra. The unsurpassed, profound, and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of eons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold it, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning. Clarifying the principle. There are 88 parts to the delusions of views and 81 parts to the delusions of thoughts. When the delusion of views is destroyed, you certify to the first fruits of arhatship. If not, there is no certification. Do you have greed and love for externals? Are you greedy for good things and repulsed by the bad? Absolutely not, you say. How do you know you are not? If you really didn't love the good and hate the bad, you wouldn't know it. If you say, I know for certain that I have no greed or love, then your greed and love is greater than anyone else. Why? Because you know that you have none. If you really had none, you wouldn't know that you didn't. If you say that you have no self, how do you know that you have no self? Knowing that you have no self, you still have yourself. If you say that you have no greed or love, you still have a self and you haven't cut off the 88 parts of the delusions of use, and you hadn't certified to the first fruits of arhatship. It's not simply a matter of saying it and making it so. You must truly attain this state. The delusions of use contains the 5 quick servants, and the delusions of thoughts contain the 5 dual servants. The 5 dual servants are greed, hatred, stupidity, pride, and doubt. The 5 quick servants are said to be quick because they arrive very fast. The 5 dull servants arrive more slowly. The 5 quick servants are 1. The view of a body. Because one is attached, one thinks, this is my body, and I'm so thin, I'm not eating right, I'm not properly dressed, and I don't have a decent place to live. How can I take care of my body? Attach the body and holding a view of a body. One streams for it all day long. 2. The view of extremes. To become attached to either of the 2 extreme views of permanence or annihilation is to indulge in this view. Attached to annihilation, one says, people die, and that is that. Everything returns to emptiness. Attached to permanence, one says, next life, I'll be a person again. People are always people, and dogs are always dogs. Cats are always cats. Horses are always horse. Trees are always trees. Grass is always grass. People can become cats, and cats can turn into people. People can turn into animals or ghosts. This is the fixed, eternal, unchanging principle, permanence. Annihilation and permanence are extreme views. They are not the middle way. 3. Deviant views. Those with deviant views say that when one does good, there is no good retribution, and when one does evil, there is no evil retribution. They deny cause and effect, and do not believe that by doing good deeds, one obtains blessings, and by doing evil deeds, one incurs disaster. 4. The views of restrictive morality. This is to take a non-existent cause for a true cause. For example, teaching others to imitate the conduct of dogs and cats, or to imitate cows and eat grass instead of food. Having seen a dog or cat reborn in the heaven, one may want to imitate the dog or cat, and thereby hold deviant knowledge and views. Sometimes people have left the home life are attached to keeping the precepts. I hold the precepts, they brag. I am a precept holder, and these are the precepts I hold. Because there is a holder, and that which is held, they do not understand that the basic substance of morality is empty. They shouldn't have attachments, but they do, and this turns into this servant. 5. The view of grasping at views. Here, a non-existent effect is taken to be a true effect. The non-ultimate is considered to be ultimate. The four dhyanas, or the four stations of emptiness, are mistaken for nirvana. A. In the first dhyana, the pulse stops. B. In the second dhyana, the breath stops. One sits without breathing, but if one thinks, I'm not breathing, then the breath starts up again. C. In the third dhyana, there is no thought. In the first and second, although there is neither pulse nor breath, thinking continues. In the third, there isn't even any thought. D. In the fourth dhyana, there isn't any fine thoughts, only consciousness. In the third dhyana, although there is no coarse thoughts, fine thoughts remains. In the fourth, fine thoughts is also cut off. These are just states. They are not the ultimate goal of cultivation, which is certification to the fruits. Even the four stations of emptiness. 1. The station of infinity space. 2. The station of infinite consciousness. 3. The station of nothing whatever. And 4. The station of neither perceptions nor non-perceptions are not certification to the fruits. They are simply levels of samadhi. Those who hold the views of grasping at views think that the above-mentioned states are nirvana, like the untutored bhikkhu who mistook the fourth dhyana heaven for the fourth fruits of arhatship, when the merit which had enabled him to dwell there was used up, and he started to fall. He slandered the Dharma, and because of this he fell into hell.